What's going on, guys? Nathan here, bringing you yet another Team Fortress 2 gameplay commentary. This video's topic will feature the Rescue Ranger, the new engineer shotgun that was released in the Smith's Christmas Team Fortress 2 update. Now, this video might seem like a review of the weapon, however, I would still define it as first impressions, being I haven't used the weapon for super long in comparison to some other weapons, but I believe I have used it enough so that I can actually give an opinion on it. Quick note about the gameplay, this is on PL Upward, and I end up going 15-0. Now, I know that's not that difficult, being I'm an engineer and I'm really staying back and not putting myself in much danger. However, the fact that I wasn't backstabbed by a spy amuses me very much, being I believe my sentries get sapped at least 7 times in this whole gameplay, but I actually did join pretty late, and my team did have things locked down pretty well, but at that point I was just providing support, and I do get a few kills, so I do think I was of some use. Back on topic here, what is the Rescue Ranger and what does it do? Well, if you have been under a rock for the past couple of weeks, the Rescue Ranger is the new engineer shotgun that was released, and what it does is it basically fires special arrows, just like the Huntsman, that actually have the ability to heal your sentry, and I believe other buildings, although I haven't tried it on other buildings as of yet. And it also has the ability to pick up buildings from a range, which is extremely useful, and that is pretty much its main purpose, I would think, or its main usefulness, although healing your sentry from a distance is right up there competing with that other ability. So with this shotgun, which isn't really a shotgun, what you're doing is sacrificing your weapon slot as an opportunity cost to gain these special abilities, and let me tell you, it is fantastic. Not having to basically hump your sentry to heal it is just amazing, but one thing you guys need to be careful about if you do end up using this weapon in healing your sentry and or buildings is that make sure that this weapon is always reloaded, because if you got some people incoming and they're firing at your sentry, the shotgun only has 4 shots, and those things can run out really quick, and it only heals your sentry for 50 health, so you always got to make sure that you just have plenty of ammo and that you can keep healing it, because you will find that you will spam this thing at your sentry just to make sure it's healed and everything, and you'll run out of ammo. So always make sure you have the weapon reloaded and have arrows in reserve. So like I said before, this weapon actually eliminates the whole distance aspect to engineer, and what that means is that instead of standing right next to your sentry in order to heal it, putting you in harm's way, you can now stand back a little bit and, you know, be completely safe while still healing your sentry. And this is just fantastic because, you know, before, you know, you'd put your sentry in a contested area, and there's always a possibility of like taking damage from rocket spam or pipe spam by demos, you know. So that eliminates the whole basically danger aspect to engineer. But once again, you know, always keep that weapon reloaded, because you only have 4 shots of actually healing your sentry before you have to reload again. And one thing that I also love about the Rescue Ranger is that it actually does not use your metal when healing your sentry. If you actually shoot the sentry, it will heal it for 49 or 50 points of health, and your metal won't be consumed whatsoever. So that's actually my favorite aspect of this weapon. Even though there are other useful aspects, I just love not having to use my metal and not being concerned about it, you know, because instead I could be upgrading my dispenser or my teleporters and just being more useful. So one thing to be careful about with this weapon that I've noticed is that I always pretty much point my shotgun at my sentry, and that's because if it starts being under attack, I'm either going to shoot the thing or teleport it to me. And one thing I've found is that being I am always focusing on my sentry, spies tend to backstab me a lot, and what they will actually do is, because they don't see an engineer on the sentry, they tend to sap it a lot more as well, because it pretty much just increases their chance of actually destroying the sentry if the engineer is farther away, since he has to walk over there, hit the thing, and then try to battle the actual spy that's attempting to destroy it. But yeah, I don't know if anyone else has that issue or if it's just me, but spies do seem to be a bigger issue when using this weapon, and not to even mention that using this weapon pretty much is an opportunity cost in which you don't have a primary weapon to fight spies, spies or really anybody else with. Being the arrows do damage, but they're not that powerful, and like Star actually said in his video on the same weapon, he just pretty much runs up to people and uses his wrench on them. And I actually took a leaf out of his book and started using the default wrench, because I forgot that with the default wrench you actually get a lot more crits, because basically due to the damage that your sentry does transferring over to you, you actually pretty much have a 50-50 chance of doing crit damage with your wrench at any one point, as long as your sentry keeps doing damage in itself. However, that is a tangent I don't want to go down at this point in time. And yeah, I did try out the default wrench, which is okay. You do get a lot more crits on spies. However, I did also try the jag, pretty much sacrificing my wrench as well, so I have almost no weapons to battle people against. But the jag does make for a good combination with this wrench, because you might be teleporting buildings a lot and making use of that build speed that the jag gives you, so that's always an option as well. So in summary, I would say that this weapon is very, very good, and I really don't know why anybody wouldn't use it unless they're playing like offensive NG or they just want a shotgun to defend themselves with. But yeah, there are two things that I wanted to mention before signing off on this video, and I do realize that this is very similar to Star's video in which he complained about the same aspect, but I do have to take a minute to complain about the red tape recorder, because that thing is so overpowered right now. Like, I have played a lot of Engineer in the past day just trying to get gameplay with the Ranger, and I can honestly say that I despise the red tape recorder pretty much as the #1 weapon right now, even more than the Phlogistinator. It is just so overpowered in that a spy can literally jump down on your sentry, sap it, and if you're not there immediately, just like that, that thing is down to level 1, and it is just ridiculous how it's pretty much a guaranteed degradation to a level 1 sentry, and in my opinion, that's just straight up bullshit. But yeah, that's pretty much, I don't know, I just wanted to take a second to rant about the red tape, being it is such a newbie weapon right now. The other thing that I wanted to mention really quick was that I recently did a clean sweep of my friends list on Steam, excluding real-life friends and good online friends I've made. But basically the reason for this was that I had a lot of people on my friends list, and it was just kind of ridiculous scrolling through all of these names that I really didn't communicate with most of the people on my friends list anyway. So if you were on my friends list and I deleted you, you know, it's not personal or anything, but I just wanted to get rid of everyone and sort of start over. So that's kind of why that happened. So I just wanted to tell everyone and, you know, not leave people in the dark just being like, what the fuck, why did he delete me? So, you know, just wanted to clear that up a little bit. But that is pretty much the end of the video. Feel free to leave a rating on the video if you enjoyed it. I really appreciate that all the time. And if you are new to my channel, feel free to subscribe for Team Fortress 2 content. And that is the video, guys. Thank you all for watching. Peace out.